Aries, your person is very hyperfixated on their stability right now. Um, we start off with the Eight of Pentacles to the Four of Wands in the reverse. It's like this person, they're consistently working on how can I create this abundance, this stability for myself. I don't think that this person has walked away from you necessarily. You have the Eight of Cups here in the reverse, so it does show that this person is still there, even if it's just, in spirit. But I feel like what is happening here is they're having a tough time with balancing out their emotions versus what is happening in their external world. We come to the Ace of Wands here. So it feels like some of the energy this week is kind of fizzling out when it comes to like the chemistry or emotional exchange. It just feels like this person's head is somewhere else. Okay. You have the Empress here. You also have the Six of Cups in the reverse. What I do also feel like during this time is while you are disconnecting from this person and maybe not communicating with them as much, I feel like what's happening with you is that you're taking that energy that maybe you once would have poured into this person. And I just saw 222 on the clock, and you're pouring it into yourself. You're taking care of self. This is a lot of nurture, a lot of you are, it's a lot of self-care. It's a lot of putting yourself on a pedestal versus wanting to take care of the connection or wanting to give to the connection, trying to find equal ground whenever you're dealing with this particular person. I personally feel like something has happened this week that has definitely put you into the headspace of, I really need to start choosing me first. Okay. So while this person is working on their own shit, you got your own shit that you're working on. Now, I want to look into the hidden feelings this week in relation to how this person is feeling about you and what it is that they're trying to keep under wraps. All right. So the first card that I get is the Three of Cups in the reverse. This person, number one, I honestly don't think that they enjoy the way that you two are right now. I feel like this is like some of you may have had some sort of closure. There may have been something that closed out in their life, whether it's that they were walking away from something, or you two may have ended something that you guys were previously in. Like maybe there's been some sort of shift in the connection. However, I don't think that this person enjoys how you guys are. With the Three of Cups in the reverse, number one, that's disappointment. They're not excited about what's happening between the two of you. They wish that it could be more because the Three of Cups is also when you're taking things too, well, I don't want to say too far, but when you're taking things further than a friendship. So this person doesn't want to just be friends with you. They want more. And they're disappointed that you guys aren't more. For some of you, I actually feel like they're very disappointed in themselves with how things may have closed out previously between the two of you. And it's almost like they're trying to dig themselves out of a hole when it comes to not only you, but also their financial situation too. For some of you, I feel like the financial situation is actually what created the issue between the two of you. Okay. All right. So let's see what else for this week. All right, you come to the Temperance in the reverse, the Ten of Wands. I feel like this person feels this week is a very heavy, task-oriented week. Also, a lot of responsibilities that they're having to take care of. So much so that it can cause a lot of frustration. They don't feel like they're in balance. It almost feels like this person, like the feeling that I get is like someone that feels a lack of control over their life. Okay, now this is also pointing to the reason as to why they feel like, yes, I'm disappointed that me and Aries are not in a different place, emotionally, energetically. But I also feel like I'm not ready to give those things to Aries because I have all this other shit that I have to take care of. So there's a lot of overwhelm that this person is feeling this week in relation to their life in general. I mean, I started off, like I said, this is very external. They're worried about their external world. And so you have here somebody that They're feeling the heaviness, but the heaviness is not from the connection. Give me more on how they're feeling that they won't say to Aries. You have the Ten of Swords here in the reverse. You also have the Ace of Cups in the reverse. I feel like this person just, they feel like it's best that they keep their emotions to themselves. This is somebody like if you were to express your emotions to them, Aries, they're not going to say it back. So like if you were like, I love you, they're not going to say, I love you back. Or if you're expressing some sort of emotion to them, they're going to keep it very much close to the chest. They're not going to wear their heart on their sleeve when it comes to this connection. It's like they're going to continue to just kind of keep everything internal. However, keep in mind, you have this Ace of Cups, and I understand that this is, not extending out that cup of love, but understand that that cup of love is actually there. So even if they're not extending that out to you, even if they're not saying that, and they're consistently being very introverted when it comes to their emotions, that does not mean that those emotions are not there. Okay. So, like I said, this week it's going to continue with them being very introverted, when it comes to how they feel about you. All right, you got Two of Cups here. You also have the Seven of Wands. I mean, I still feel like this person wants you around, and I still feel like this person wants to have some sort of connection. With that Two of Cups, that is still showing that they feel, it's interesting because it's like you two aren't together. You've had some sort of closure, right? But you're still connected to each other, and this person still feels like you're their person. So that hasn't changed at all. But you still got that boundary that's there, that Seven of Wands. This person, what I feel like, what's going on with them internally, with the instability, this is also taken away from their confidence. Their confidence to possibly provide, or their confidence to be able to be like, to, lead by example. They feel like they can't do the things that they need to do in the connection because they're not in a place to be able to give that. So they're going to keep you at an arm's reach. However, like I said, this person feels like you are their person still. They still consider themselves, it's so weird because they still consider themselves as being with you. You even have at the bottom of the deck is the Hierophant here, where they still feel very, very much loyal to you, dedicated to you, committed to you. But this is not something that they're saying. This is something that they're hiding from you. They're keeping this internal. I want to see why. Besides the fact of the instability, because I feel like that is not 100% what it is. I feel like that is like scratching the surface. So let's see. At the end, I'll give you what zodiac signs they are. So I realized I did not give you the zodiac signs. Hermit in the reverse. Strength card. They don't want to appear to be weak because they already feel like they're in a weak state. This is also a fear of not being able to handle things properly, and you seeing that. They think you're going to see them at their weakest. A lot of this has to do with pride. Pride about where they are. I mean, I said something about their confidence, lacking confidence. And we clearly see that with the Strength card in the reverse. I just feel like they're going through some sort of rough patch. And it has really taken a toll on their ego, which in return takes a toll on the connection. This week, though, I do see them still trying to kind of like give to this. Like I don't think that they're going to be like completely 100% distant or anything like that. Like emotional exchange, maybe not so much, but I do feel that they really cannot help themselves. Like it's going to pour out. For some of you, I feel like this person may be one of those ones that The way that they show love is being in service of someone. I mean, I did see Virgo for the Hermit card earlier, but I feel like this is somebody here who is a giver, and they have to be in service in order for them to show love. And if they feel like they cannot give the way that they would normally like to give, then it kind of puts them in a bad mood. It puts them in a misalignment, imbalance. It almost makes them question their self-worth and what do I have to offer. And so that is affecting the connection, Aries, with this person. However, just understand, even though this week, yes, you might see a little bit of the frustration and you might see a little bit of them kind of holding back on the emotional aspect of it, just understand that this person, like I said, and I've said it twice already, and I will say it again, they've chosen you. You're their person. You are who they feel like is their, if you believe in it, twin flame or their soulmate, or the person that they're more than likely going to end up with. And so they're not walking away from you. They're still there. Hanged man, they're still there. But it may still feel like you guys are in limbo, like things are still not progressing, like it's just kind of stuck here. And the reason being is because they're still very hyper focused on their external world because it validates their internal. All right, Aries, for the zodiac signs, we have Pisces, we have Gemini, we got Cancer, we got Taurus here, we got Leo, Virgo, damn near everybody, the Sagittarius. We got all fixed signs, so that is Taurus, Leo, Aquarius, Scorpio. We got Taurus and Libra. That's what I got. All right. Thank you guys so much for being here. I greatly appreciate it. And until next time, you guys, take care.